Okay, another question. Uh, Keeping location on all the time on your phones, do you think that's safe? A lot of people just enable location and then...
So there are a couple of points there. The first piece is locations being on all the time is not as dangerous as allowing apps to access location all the time.
Okay. So when I open an application, it asks me three questions. Do not allow the app to access the location, allow when the app is open, and allow the app all the time.
Yeah. So obviously the second one, and second one kahin pe zaruri bhi hota hai, right? If you're using Uber, right?
It's important.
Yeah. I mean, how
but I should not allow Uber to use my location all the time.
Exactly. And it's not the problem with Uber. Jiska design is for location. Although we can talk more about that, right? There used to be, if you actually see, there are files about Uber and how crazy Uber was tracking people. You know,
the
there used to
hacks,
be,
yeah.
you know, the thing they used to call the Roger ride. Do you know what the Roger rider was? So this was, I think the full form was Romeo going for something where they figured that if there is a Uber rider, or somebody who's using Uber, who between say 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. takes an Uber from a location and goes to a particular location, and exactly after say 60 minutes or 90 minutes come back to the same exact location with that same pattern being repeated every day or every week or a particular day of every week, they knew that the person is actually going and doing some wrong things, either with a person or doing something illegal or whatever. And they used to call these rides of glory. I think that was the Roger. So they actually used to track people. This is like a full-fledged case study, and people can go through that. I think it was the Uber files where all of this came out, because so even Uber, you don't have to let them. But I'll tell you a trivia about Uber. You can actually use Uber without allowing them to access the location, because you can just enter manually what exact location it is. But I know it's inconvenient, so probably you want to use that. But the problem is when you downloaded a makeup app or a app of recording something, right, which is some stupid app made by some developer whose only job is to mine data, and you allow them with location, them with your microphone access 24 hours and things around that can be pretty intrusive. And you would not realize that just phones sitting on your table might be recording every word that you're speaking, and it can be pretty scary.
थैंक यू सो मच ये क्लिप एंड तक देखने के लिए. अगर आपको और भी ऐसी क्लिप्स देखनी है तो राज शमानी क्लिप्स चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए.